and Twitch. Give them a little second to come in and speak. You'll be able to see the comments on the side. I don't know if y'all can see it. Do y'all see the time and the number of how many people in here?
Um,
I can see it.
no.
Oh, I can see it. No one's in here just yet. But we're
Okay.
live on Facebook. We're doing our thing.
I could have sworn the last time that we went live that the screen was different.
What you mean?
I don't know. It just seemed like it was set up different. I don't know. Something's missing.
It was just me and you. Now it's a third person, so I guess it look different.
That's probably, I don't know. But like, don't
And
do
I
y'all
changed.
see a chat on the side?
I don't know. It might have been an update. I'm on my laptop. So
Okay.
My
we
iPad.
got two here. Come in and speak. Yeah. I wish I could take off that fucking closed caption. Nah, dog ain't barked all day. Go live, dog bark. Look at this. Every time. Every time.
Yep.
I wanted to see. So now the Facebook post is now the Facebook. Okay, now we getting Facebook comments in the thing now. Okay, cool. Last week I hit them up. They said Facebook changes so much to where they be like they want to control what they control and block who they want to block. So
Yeah, I'm hearing that. Yeah, Facebook is being really tough.
right. So we got four
So,
people. I know I'm one of them watching on Facebook. So we got three. If you're in the chat, man, say hello so we know you're here. I know my regular folks, or maybe I'm tripping, gonna stop in. I didn't tell them that we was going live, but as soon as they start talking, we can get started. I came straight from the gym. I ain't even took a shower yet.
I just came from Restaurant Depot. Sweating.
Let me ask you about Restaurant Depot. We can talk about that while we're here.
yes, I want
When
to
I
know.
when I went in there, this was right when I was it right when I first started. But I got gnats in here. I don't know what it is that stink that got them in here, but I gotta
We
find it.
live in Texas. We live in Texas.
But it's like it's bad. This the work since I've lived here. It's been bad. I ain't got no. I don't know, but I gotta take the trash out.
Fight gnats, flies, and mosquitoes. It's a lot.
Right. But when I went in there looking for seafood bags. Couldn't find. It's a very intimidating place.
Really?
I had never been in there before, and I was going in there, and it was a lot going on. It was real restaurants in there doing their thing. I was in the window shopping and trying to, see what I could see. So I got me some plates out of there, the styrofoam three compartment plates or whatever.
Uh
But
huh.
I went through and I asked her, I said, "Do you need a membership to be here?" She was like, "Right now, you don't need a membership. We're just, we're open to the public." So do you need a member? Because I didn't ask too many. I tried to get in and out. It was a lot of people that didn't look like me. I just had to get out of there. Do you need a membership to be in
Well,
there?
since COVID, yeah, you used to, but since COVID happened, they opened it to the public for
They
right
still
now.
open to the public?
There today, yeah, I asked today, and they said they are.
Oh, cool. I
Okay.
gotta go back up in there because I gotta find me some bags, man. But I get my bags off of Amazon. But I'm like, if I give you my money, I want my stuff now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on that.
Yeah, I do a lot of internet shopping. I do a lot of Sam's, HEB, Restaurant Depot, Ace.
Yeah, I gotta start because I haven't boiled since the 14th, and I'm trying to re I guess reinvent my situation. I guess try to come back and be a little different, help on my social medias and get my Instagram popping and things like that. So I'm trying to do that, whatever. But let me see. I told one person the reason why I haven't been boiling is because my grandmother just passed in December, right after
Sorry,
Christmas.
sorry to hear that.
Mother's Day came around, and then her birthday was the 13th. So I bought on the 12th, I bought on the 14th, and I was really like, I'm sick of doing this. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I'm tired of doing it. I'm tired of stressing myself out for sales and things like that. So I'm taking a mental break so I can come back and hit them harder.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. We all need
Makes sense.
that. I just read something about when you're emotionally and mentally exhausted, where you need to give your mind that break.
Right. It was just like I was just you just be seeing things, and I have a terrible attitude. I try to be as professional as I can, but I'm not the hood. But it's like sometimes I don't take things people say like shots. I don't take them well, so I just be let me just chill for a minute. I ain't even really been on social media like that. That's why I made the post in those groups. I was like, Mr. BR Crawford, that's a name I ain't heard in a while because I hadn't bought in like 2 weeks.
Well, that's all of us. We all, especially being business owners, sometimes the public don't understand it's just you. They don't understand you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you go shopping. They don't understand the prepping that goes into it. They don't understand the budgeting that you have to budget. They don't understand the wake up to make sure they have their food on time, which you have to do. And it's not their place to understand it, but sometimes you
Right,
wish that they would. And they don't understand you're literally a one man show with two pair of hands, and you got the phone going off, you got people texting you, you got people
right,
asking questions that should you think in your mind is simple, but it's not. That they're
right.
complicating the situation, and it's sometimes it's being a small business owner is straining. But it is rewarding.
Right. It is. And it's just like I made this this channel because I want, business owners and I want consumers to come on, especially people who have gripes or just have unrealistic expectations because it always seems like when you're dealing with this is a black channel, we talking about black business. So if you're not black and you're watching, it's just what it is. We're gonna one day we may have a forum of everyone because all business is hard, but we got to talk about us and just exclusively us. I'm pro black on that because I don't have a problem with anyone else. I don't hate on nobody else. I'm not trying to. I just want my piece of the pie. That's all I want. I want all black businesses to have their piece of the pie because really and truly people think white ice is colder to where you can Tanya has fabulous treats. You have Gnome's Catering. I have Mr. BR Crawfish, but it's just like they really don't even, they subconsciously to be looking at us and they don't like looking at themselves and they like, not saying that they don't want us to win, but it's just like, you're gonna be different if you win I, or you see, say we all blow up and then we go out and buy a jet or something. Oh, the hate is coming. They don't even care that we're doing great. It's just the fact that they done bought a jet with my money. That'd
Well,
be crazy to me. When they get their money to other people, they buy jets too.
what the Caucasian persuasion, if we're talking about them, they look out for each other first. Every job I ever been on, any working business relationship, they're gonna take care of their own first.
Mhm.
And you have to always remember that you're secondary, and you're because that's how they keep generational wealth. People think, oh, they calling me an N word. They think that's not our problem. Our problem is we don't have seats at tables that we
Right,
need opinions on, like VP positions. We're not big time business owners. We're all small business owners, but to really say you're a business owner, when you have employees, you're employing other people. That's the goal.
right,
And that's how they always stay on top, because they've been in the game longer than us. We're the generation that's now coming out of that, where we're like, we don't want to be poor no more. We don't want to just make it. We don't want to struggle. So
right,
we're like trying to figure it out, and we're going to each other, but sometimes it can be tough versus them. They got decades and centuries of knowledge on us versus us.
Right.
So
I'm still here. I'm trying to get somebody over to the because I can't. I saw my comment pop up, but I can't see their comments popping up.
okay,
I
See,
can't
it's
see
just
any comments at all.
well, I turned that off. It's just it's a you have a delay.
I know. Don't remind me.
Okay.
Because it was
So
good
I'm
for a
trying to
minute.
keep up with the okay, but yeah, it's just that's
Is my audio on time? No, it's just that I'm just behind. Like I'm still talking about some other shit, and I can see myself talking.
I think this is the first time you've been here with us.
Right. Hold
Mhm.
on. It's hot in here. I cut the AC on. Hey, y'all, hold on 1 second for me. These lights, it's hot.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was standing up. I'm still sitting there talking.
Okay. It's funny you can see that.
Yeah, I can't. I'm using my phone as a camera, and I'm using uh my laptop for other things. Hold on, I might come out and come back in. I'm about to put this dog in the bathroom because she making me mad.
I'm gonna go get the other phone so I can see the comment section because I cannot see it on here for some odd reason. Did you already put the link on the page
What page?
on Facebook?
No, I didn't do none
No.
of that.
Okay. Well, I have to go to the actual thing. Okay, 1 minute.
You good? We only been on 12 minutes. We all right.
I'm trying. I want to see. Can I share this from your page?
Yeah, go ahead. I wanted to make a whole big post and tag you in it, but
It's okay. Here we go.
and all you
Right.
people, you're making your internet debut.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
She did a lot better than me because I know the first time I was on the podcast, I was nervous. I barely even talk. I go on camera, I was like froze up. Just
Well, I
they talking, I'm sitting there smiling.
I've done this a couple times, so
Okay, cool. That's what's up. Not a rookie to the game.
yeah,
That's good.
done this. And then Zoom calls from work and stuff.
Yeah,
See, look, if you're serious about being a like business owner, I know they revamped the Black Chamber of Commerce out here, and
yeah.
it's a really great chairman. He's really really great. You
I
should
went.
like really check him out.
He had a group, didn't he, on Facebook?
I don't think Tosin had a group on Facebook. He's an implant from. He's not from San Antonio,
Oh,
so
because I
he's
was in
not.
one group and I had to get out of there.
No. These are professionals,
Okay,
business
cool.
owners, and business. Yeah, professional. So yeah, you should really check them out. If you have an Instagram, check them out for sure.
Copy. That's what I need to work on, getting on Instagram and doing that more better. Yes, I see.
Instagram is. I think Instagram is more so of like I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my high dollar clients come from Instagram. A lot of my anything that's like big time come from Instagram. But Instagram is if you want to get that national attention, that recognition. If that's what I think for me. Instagram is for
Right,
me because for me, I don't get a lot of local business from Instagram.
right. Be back. Be right back. 1 second.
Okay.
Come on, rewind. Come Oh, see, it's tripping, tripping.
You drive me crazy.
This first time this has ever happened, except for that first one when they just cut us off. We was getting too real
Oh
for
yeah.
TV.
But wasn't that one because a storm was coming or something like that?
I don't know what it was. I was mad about it because it was getting good.
Yeah,
It
it
was,
was.
it was getting good, and I got mad. I'm like, man, what's going on?
That sucks.
Right, but
Oh,
no. Let's
I agree.
jump into the first topic: social media and your business. How do y'all feel about like me personally? I feel like Facebook be hating and blocking. Every time you use certain type of words, like I had put a post in one group, they had to approve it first, and it took them a while to approve it. And I was kind of upset about that. But it's like I go back and I'm like, I don't even see my post.
Wow.
Or
Oof.
like people that hit me like the day of, and it's like I'll post like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, boil on Saturday. Like, oh, I just saw you post today. I hadn't seen no post. I've been posting all week.
I know. I hate that.
Y'all been
And
running
see,
into that?
It's the algorithm. We were just talking about that today, me and my other partners. If you're not interacting with somebody or liking them or talking to them, they're not going to see your post like you think they should. Um, I think the best bet is like stories. Group can be helpful, but honestly, I'm going to tell you the guys honest truth. Like that's why I just want to move away from social media marketing. I've been working on like email blasts since COVID's over for me. I'm going to start working on like networking with pop ups or events, festivals, because I think I get a better clientele versus like on Facebook. Very rarely I get like people buy from me, and I get returners, but a lot of my returners I do better when I'm shaking hands, talking to people. They see my personality. That's just me.
Right. How about you,
I
Tony?
agree with that.
How you feel about
Yes,
Facebook?
I agree with that because like in person, it's a much better. It's a one-on-one experience. So it's like if your personality is out there, friendly, welcoming, or just an overall outgoing person, then they're gonna remember that. Facebook is like, yeah, they're gonna see the page, but guess what? Just like they've seen your business page, they're gonna see someone else's business page that does the same thing. So it's a matter of, okay, well, let me look at the reviews, or let me look at their stuff to see how it looks, or let me see what the price range is. Then it's all those other factors that get figured in. So
That be killing me. I sell crawfish, and people still be asking me to send them pictures of my crawfish.
Yeah.
All ball crawfish look the same.
In their mind, sometimes you just gotta, humor these people, it's,
And then
it's just like,
I'm like authentic, no frills. You know what I'm saying? Like they be wanting the presentation. I'm like, you finna get these crawfish in this bag.
you know what? I was like that for a long time until I hooked up with my business partner, and one of my business partners is Caius, Chef Caius. He is big on presentation, and he like changed. He helped me change my game up so much on that. And I know where you're coming from because I'm like I'm throwing it in the bag, I'm throwing it in the box. But when in people's mind, when you present food where they can look with their eyes and not with they whatever that is, it gets you a better. Trust me, I understand. It's all like as long as it's good in your mind, you think as long as it's good, it tastes good, smells good. But it's something about people they eat with their eyes first.
But my thing is, I try to being that I am from Louisiana. I try to give them like you go to Louisiana, you're gonna buy crawfish off the back of a truck, out of a gas station, or I'm gonna say convenience store that has gas, but it's gonna come in a bag. I'm like, I can make them crawfish look so pretty. I can line them up and this, that, and the other, but you're not gonna get them like that. Crawfish
You're
come in a bag.
I know what you're saying. Like, trust me, I'm a Florida girl through and through. I'm a country girl, Southern girl, and trust me. You know, and I know about plates and all that other stuff, but it's something, especially you got to think about the culture out here in San Antonio. We're not dealing with the average black person who's from the South, or, you know, we're dealing with a lot of professionals out here, a lot of professionals, a lot of military.
Right, but they gotta know better. Something as simple as that. I see if I was selling like plates. All I'm doing is selling crawfish, corn, potatoes, and sausage. I don't know what you want me to do.
You know, you
What
want me to
is
tell you, you want me to give you a quick word of advice? Just one day do one setup and take a picture and call it a day. Do
I,
one setup.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use that same picture. I try to do videos of me as I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I started the
That's good.
clean your crawfish challenge. I think one other person did it besides me, but which I stole from TikTok. Not gonna lie, stole it. It wasn't a challenge, but it was just they would tell people how to clean their crawfish, and I was just sitting there like they was always like, these crawfish were this and that, and these crawfish were dirty, and I'm like, you can only get a crawfish so clean. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do or whatever. But it's just weird to me. Or
It's
why we don't unapologetically support each other. I don't know why we don't do it.
that's a whole nother conversation. That's a deep conversation.
Well, let's get deep.
But you want to get deep?
Mm.
We here.
We-
Yeah. This is the,
well,
these are the things. These are the things that have me up at 2 in the morning.
why?
I'm a thinker, and
You know,
I always wonder, like, why did they say that? Where did they get that from? Why that wasn't even the time to do that. We weren't even talking about that. It just makes me just think, like, why?
I'll let Tanya go first. How about this? I'll let
Okay.
you go.
Her name is Tanya.
Tanya.
She forgot. She
My
she heard
bad.
it the other way around.
Because he said
Okay,
Tanya earlier, so it's stuck in my head.
that stuck. Yeah, or you can just call me T. It's either way. It don't matter
Tanya.
to me.
I never call her T. I hate calling her T.
T or Tanya. But okay. So I had two. I think it was two homegirls that had. Well, one had posted about it, and then another homegirl I was talking to on the phone had mentioned it. And oh my God, looking at your thing on the thing is throwing me off because your lips are moving, but ain't nothing happening. So, so the girl, my friend has said how people always come to her and they always want to hook up. It's always our people that want that hookup. And the same thing with my other homegirl. She braids hair, and it's like they always talking about, oh, don't you want to discount that, or can I get a hookup? Can I get a discount? And it's like people don't realize the time and effort it takes for you to go and make something. They think that you just in the kitchen cooking some food, but no, you gotta go get it. You gotta go get the packaging. You gotta take time away from other things that you could be doing, as far as like probably another
Your,
job you could be doing, spending time with your family, or doing something resourceful with yourself.
your
But they
life.
don't see that.
No, they don't. They don't see
But
that. And
but
you
that's
need to
but that
listen to
goes
them.
into like why do we always like that hookup shit? That shit burns my ass. It's like,
Okay, so let's go back, right? What did I
mhm,
say? We're that generation that's breaking free from that generation of being poor, struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. We're that generation that's breaking. We want to own businesses. We want to invest our money. We want to do something. We're that generation that's breaking that vicious cycle. So think about these people who's asking for discounts or the hookup. What kind of job are they working? They're usually not business owners.
no.
And if they are a business owner, they're a bigger business trying to eat your little business. It's a
Hmm.
survival thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to, for me, I don't take offense to those people anymore because at the end of the day, they're not my customer.
Right.
So I look at it like, oh, okay, so when they hint to me or we're going around there, okay, you're just not going to be my customer. And unfortunately, I'm sorry about that because I get it all the time where people ask me about my prices and I think I'm affordable, but but sometimes people don't feel like you're affordable. So
Yeah,
you have to remember what person's asking this because it's usually not another small business owner. Think about other small business owners that support you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about that, that small business owner understand the journey and they understand the get what you had to do to get to where you're at. So they're not questioning your prices.
right. I think I fixed it.
Yeah, you did.
I, I fixed it. But I'm glad you brought up pricing because I know Guy. Well, Tanya knows who he is. He's been on the podcast before. Cajun King, we talk. We sell the same thing, but we have different prices or whatever. And I was just like saying, I'm not competing with him. I'm competing with the bigger guys, the guys who have the buildings and have the uh, budget to buy in real bulk, where their price is probably down, but I don't buy in that capacity. So, and I don't think I could cook in that capacity because it's just me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they can take losses and they can take losses of things with the live product because you have to get them live and you have to clean them and cook them and this, that, and the other. But it's just like I don't believe I should have to lower my prices because I'm a black business, I'm a small business. It's just like if you can go over there, like I've seen you over there spending money. I've spent money in these places going to,
Mm-hmm.
test competition. No hate. I just want to go, what's so good about this place? Let's go see. It's nothing good about it. That's no shade, but it's just not good. And I'm just like, you know, I'd be in these different groups and I think I took a screenshot of I gotta go through all these pictures now. Because I be trying to, like, when I see it, I try to have it so I can remember to talk about it later. But it was a whole post.
That's interesting. I
How
was
do
like,
y'all feel about the? Go ahead.
go ahead, listen. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Oh, how y'all feel about the Facebook groups as far as like the black business groups and stuff like that? Do y'all feel like it's kind of cliquish after a while? Do you feel like it helps, or do you feel it's that same effect of tearing other black businesses down?
I think the black business groups are a good thing and a bad thing. I think more so good than anything. I know, like, I'm a part of like Black Girl Magic and Black Queens, and both those admins are like they're awesome. They keep it on a positive note constantly. It's all about uplifting each other, small business, even to like somebody who's feeling like have low self esteem and they want to post to get that sisterhood. So I just feel like it just depends on what group you're in. Like a lot of groups that keep a lot of stuff going, I'm not a part of, or I don't put the energy into it because I have so much going on in my personal and business life and I work a full-time job. I just can't give myself that energy to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's,
Right.
so
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
So a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I might get caught up on a post and I put my little opinion on it, but
Right.
I'm not going to. And I may debate for a moment, but it's not going to be one of them things that I'm going to put a lot of energy into because I promise you, I was on Facebook to promote something or I'm trying to
Mhm.
look up something because I got right now. I have to go run and put all my stuff in the kitchen I'm in right now and
Right.
put it up. I gotta run back to West Avenue and put everything in the kitchen right now and when I have the phone with
Right.
you guys. So I'm always busy. So I just feel like giving my energy to people is you have to be something special for me to give my energy to you.
Right. I mean, in the groups, they help, and it just be like a place for. Hold on. Gotta mute that. It's good, but then it just gets disheartening when you just see certain comments and how people do things. But I can say the group that what I do and the groups that are available to me to what I do with the crawfish and the seafood, those groups are way better than, I'm not gonna lie, the Black Small Business Group in San Antonio. I get a little business from there, but it's always somebody complaining or somebody that says something crazy. Or I'm also in the group, the Black Coalition, and it's always something. And I'm just sitting there like, why the hell did you say that? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like they always talk about we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to do better. And I'm like, what do you mean we got to do better? We're doing our best to get a product out to you guys and be a business and be a different light to like Noam said, we try to show. See, like my son, he'll be 19 this year. My son will be 19, just
Wow.
graduated from school. I
Wow.
want, and I told him, and I said, man, you're never going to work for anybody. If you get a job, that's cool, but you're not going to work for somebody. You may do it for a little while, but I want you to find something that you like and make money doing it. And
Yeah.
he's receptive to it because that generation is way different than us. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Definitely. Definitely.
it's like this group here is like you're a black restaurant owner and a kid asks you why it's taking an hour to get his food, and he goes, challenge, how do we improve? And I'm sitting there like, what are you, where you at? Well, that's the first question. Where you at? What are you trying to get? Because if we're fast and the food is bad, you're gonna make a post.
Yeah.
If we're slow and it's good, you're gonna make a post. What do you want us to do? Because I went to Perry's for Mother's Day. I waited about 45 minutes and it took me over an hour to get my food. I believe if they were in Perry's, they would have never made that post.
Okay, so you're exactly right when you say that, and I
Right.
totally agree that black people are harder on other black people than anybody else in the world, and we are. And sometimes, how can I say it? We are harder, and it doesn't make it right, and it doesn't make it right
Right.
because this is a tough question that we all it's a chance that we're taking in businesses, but
Right.
you got to look at the reviews on other big businesses and what people are saying about them. So for you to get you're going to have a down day, you're going to be
Uh-huh.
burnt out, you're not going to give your best to your product every single time, you know what I'm saying? But if you give that customer service experience to make them feel like, you know what, like I know it's been times like when we had Snowfit, and I knew that I talked to that lady all day Valentine's Day. And all
Mhm.
day I talked to her. And I had just came from a funeral. I was talking to
Mhm.
her on the plane. And I came in, I told her, I said, look, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. I just came back. The ice is on the roads. I don't want to chance it. I have my son I have to stay here with. I'm like, so, let's reschedule. And I told her, I said, next time you can do a reschedule and I'll give you a discount on your next thing. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're just not gonna always give that performance, that A1 performance. So it's the customer experience behind it. What are you doing for that? But you're in business, it's all about doing business where you're going to take a hit with a bad review or somebody's unhappy.
Right. But I do understand. I don't even like when I dated a girl and she was a review reader. She was just like, I'm not gonna go unless they're this many stars or if they have too many bad reviews, I'm not gonna mess with. I'm sitting there like, but you haven't experienced it, so why not even go see?
I speak to all type of customers, especially in the food game, and
Yeah.
you'd be amazed at the expectations that they have. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have one, like us as small business owners, you can give one bad meal and they'll never buy from you, but they'll go to McDonald's. And McDonald's will make them wait 30 minutes to get their burger. The burger be cold, the fries be stale, and they'll roll right back there next Wednesday and get that same burger
Right.
thinking it's gonna be
That's
better or different.
That's
That's
that's that's the mind-boggling thing to me.
it is, but it's just the type of people you're dealing with. But for me, I know that already off rip that you're just gonna not make some people happy. You're gonna deal with those type of people, but you know what? It's awesome. A lot of awesome people that's gonna support you, that's
Yeah,
gonna share your stuff, that's gonna refer you. It's gonna be people that's gonna stand make sure that you're gonna get bought from somebody else.
right. See that sharing stuff triggers me too because I see all my people go look at this movie. I just left out this place, great. And people, my customers may be watching. They'll post something and just repost. I'm like, bruh, the repost is cool, but you got to hit me with a caption. You got to hit me with a tag. You got to hit me with something. But they just
Yeah,
like
I know that
they
too.
just go share, boop, and move on about. Because I've shared things and just be on my way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll be sitting there like, because I know, because I also play football here too. So one of my teammates had posted something and said something, and I thanked them. My
Uh-huh.
coach had been sharing my stuff, and I've never thanked them because it was just a share.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything. You didn't. Now, granted, he doesn't need Crawford. He hasn't bought from me, but he knows me, and it's like I don't know how to thank somebody who just I can thank you for the share, but that's probably people like you haven't said anything like you've had an experience there, so they just gonna go right by you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
your share probably didn't bring me anything, but a
Don't
share
say
with
that.
then probably brought me something. Like I hear people, I'll be like, "Yo, how'd you hear about me?" "Oh, I'm in this group," or "Oh, my homeboys or my homegirl is this, and they told me about you. I saw it on their page, so I'm coming through." That's because they had a caption and said that they liked the food or whatever.
Don't
But
see.
that's
Don't think too deep into that.
I'm angry. I'm an angry person.
Don't think too deep
Look,
into
look, you
think
turned it
too
into
deep
what we
into
had
it.
talked about earlier. Someone always complaining about something. So
No, no, no.
just
But this is internally, and I'm using this platform to get it out. But it's just
okay.
like just be like, wow, that's that what it was. I appreciate it, but man, you could have hit me with something. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
so let me tell you why you should appreciate any type of support. Okay, any type of support, because you one like me. Okay, I used to be a Facebook creeper.
Oh wow,
So yeah, so if I'm like, you never know who's gonna see that share, you know,
right,
and you never know you're as long as somebody sharing it, it's getting you in the rhythm.
right,
Because if so many
Um,
people share it at such a amount of time and they liking it, you're in that rhythm where people are picking you up. So don't get in your feelings because you didn't get the caption. Look at they're getting you in that rhythm that you need.
right. No, I'm grateful, but it just be my interpersonal, and I just be like, just to share, no caption, no nothing. But if it's something you ain't never even been to, boy, you make them people rich. Man, I just went up in here, man. I went to Bucky's, the bathrooms clean. They got bucket nuts, whatever the fuck they call them, the brisket sandwiches, the gas cheap. Man, everybody, if you're going out of town and have to pass a Bucky's, please stop. That's what I be saying. So I just,
Yeah. Well, you can't think like that. You gotta think that
oh
you
no, I don't be caring. I mean, I'm doing okay, but it just be so much. I'm not gonna say that. So much more that can be done in our community to help each other. Not saying that anyone's doing anything to. No, I'm gonna say this. I was in that group that you were in. I don't know which, because it's three groups, and somebody called me an arrogant piece of shit.
Oh
wow.
Called me an arrogant piece of shit
oh
because
wow.
I would always say the best Crawford's in San Antonio or this, that, and the other. But people don't even see when Cajun King posts, I share his shit. The chick Samantha, she posts, I share her shit. One of my homeboys, he getting in the game. He's bought from me. Now he's a boiler. I shared his shit today. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there like, y'all trying to make it a competition so bad. And all the boilers, we all talk to each other. We're cordial. We're cool. You know
But
what I'm saying?
you bring it, but I'm not. But it's cool. A little competition don't hurt. But you bringing it when you saying you the best. So
I'm not bragging. Why would I say I'm the worst? Tanya, why you froze?
Hold on. I shouldn't be froze on here.
You
Hold on.
froze.
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
She may have to. Let me
But
go
like
look
when he
at
did
mine.
that, I was just like, damn.
That's what it's. It's tough because you want to you got to speak stuff to manifest it, so you got to say these things, but some people take it the wrong way. Like, I don't know, I honestly, I don't take social media, I take it with a grain of salt for what it is. It's somebody who's on the toilet that's on their phone talking shit because they to make themselves feel better about their life.
Right.
So that's how I take it. You know what I'm saying? I, I don't know. And plus, I don't know. I really don't. At the end of the day, at a certain age in my life, I don't know what your age is, but a certain age in my life, I
I'm
just,
old. I just look young.
how old are you?
I just turned 40.
You just turned 40. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be
both.
38. I'll be 38 in May. I just look at it like
Oh,
this,
too
that,
young.
yeah. I motherfuckers are always gonna have something to say.
Right.
That's the
But
end of
that
the day.
but
That's
that was just like that was like real bold. I'm sitting there like, wow. All I said was come by with me. But I'll say this, they weren't black either.
you know what? I'm going to tell you, like, because I used to troll. I used to troll, like, before I became a business owner. I used to use my social media and troll, and I think because I have such a thick skin because of like my past and this being in business, you got to have a thick skin, and I just
Right.
look at it like it's always gonna be something. It don't matter what it is, what you do, how nice you are to somebody, they're always gonna have something to say. So at the end of the day, I make myself happy first.
True, true, true. But I just sharing something that happened with me or whatever. But it's just when you like you say, you trying to do something and you trying to do something good and you get those types of comments. Like I haven't I've had two complaints. Two real one real complaint and one dissatisfied customer. I've only had that. And the only other complaint I've had is that I should have got more. That's the only complaint I've ever had. But it's just like when you doing something good and you putting out something good, and for somebody who doesn't even know you to say something, you just I had reverted to you know like yeah, you got to see me because really you just call me out my name. You know what I'm saying? And I work for myself. I don't work for nobody. I have a job, but I don't work in this. I don't work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
yeah. You got to see me. I mean, I'm still on that, but I'm
I
not I'm not pressing the situation. But maybe hey, you're that guy who said this about me.
You know what? I just think, I'm getting to realize I think men now, like, y'all are like a certain type, like they call us sensitive, y'all are another type of sensitive.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So yeah, because women, we get how Tanya, how often you get called out your name?
Oh my gosh, all the time.
We get called
All
out
the
our
time.
name so much.
Right.
And we get it, that's why we always say we most disrespected because we get it from the men, we get it from other cultures, and it's like, that's why I think our skin is so much tougher where we
No,
can.
you get it from the boys. You don't
Okay.
get it from the men.
Yeah, I said, okay, boys, that's fair.
From
That's fair.
from the boys because I mean speaking from being a man is just like I don't disrespect women. I've never called women out their name. I don't even if you're my friend or we cool on maybe that level, I would never do it. I've never dated anyone and say, "Oh, that's my B, that's my H." I've never done that. When I moved here, that was crazy. I was like, "That's crazy. Why you?" I had to tell one of my partners, like, "Don't tell like that's my bitch. Don't say that to me." You know
You
what I'm
know,
saying? I don't want to hear that.
I think more so of I think I live off actions. Words is one thing because people can say words, but they don't hurt. It's more so the actions that you put behind your words that makes me that can
Right.
that can mess with my nerves.
See, Jock, which I think is Cajun King. I think that's Cajun King. He on his personal account right now. He say
I can
passionate, not sensitive. Passionate. There's a difference. That's true. We're passionate,
I
not
think
sensitive.
I love black men. I love y'all. I love
Right.
everything about black men. I know that you guys, from our past and the things they deal with, and it's tough, but you guys, I know,
Yeah.
like, it's like, but the thing about it is, like, women, we can take on 10 million things in one day, and we'll never say nothing to complain about it. You didn't know that we woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning. We had to make the bed, go do laundry, get the kids up, go take the kids to school, bring out food for dinner. We got to go do dinner, go deal with our stuff at work, and the stuff at work we got to deal with. They don't understand that we're dealing with teachers, especially now with COVID, where we're getting the calls from the teachers and the conferences, and then we got to turn around, pick this kid up, and give him a lecture about not doing this. You got to cook dinner, you got to wash the clothes, make sure the kid have a clean outfit for the next day for school, and we'll do all that and still clean the house and won't say a word or peep.
Well, no, yeah, that's true too. Because I can say that I'll never understand being a woman, and I never marginalize anything that women do. But it's like I have another shameless plug. I have another podcast that I'm trying to work on, but it was a lot going on with individuals within it. But it's called Men Being Men, and it was a place where men could go and we could talk and share, and I guess basically you say vent,
Yeah,
complain about the day to day struggle of the black man. I should change the name to Black men being men. I should change the name. But just where you just what got it going on was one of the hosts, one of my partners, was on. He was driving with his son in the car. He was going through something personally, and he had a panic attack while he was driving.
Mm.
And with his phone he said, I don't know why and how, but I went to Facebook Live because I couldn't dial a number. I couldn't.
mm,
I thought I was dying. He was on the side of the road throwing up and didn't know why. He had to pull over. Somebody had to come get him. He was like, I'm at this place going through this. Somebody please come help me. I have my son with me. Come help me. And then the next live he was in the hospital, and he was just like, everything's good. I thought I was having a heart attack. I thought I was dying. I couldn't breathe. And they said I was having a extreme panic attack. So
mhm,
we developed that show off of that. And then I got my other partner. He's pro-black and in the community in Louisiana where I'm from. So that's where that came from. But hopefully that can get off the ground here real soon too. But but you're right though. We do be, we go through a lot that we don't. All of us individually go through a lot of things that we don't even talk about. Like people just be like, "Oh, they straight. Oh, Kenny straight." But I'm like, I ain't straight. I'm
no, no,
tripping.
no. People don't understand that mental health is important. They don't understand that affects everybody. And, like, again, we're that generation where we didn't our parents didn't talk about anxiety. They didn't talk about bipolar. They didn't talk about schizophrenia. You at that generation was your parent was just your mom was crazy, a little off or a little slow.
Right.
It was never a fact behind that.
Yeah.
Like,
You talking? I can hear you.
my mom was bipolar, and
Mhm.
I didn't know what bipolar was until I was 18 years old.
Oh man.
Yeah, so you don't you do we don't we don't we're it's hard for us now, especially it's hard for men to sit down and say that this is bothering me. It's hard for them
Yeah.
to communicate because they were always taught not to have that communication where you can stand and say, hey, this is it's okay for it to bother you.
Mhm.
It's okay for you to feel this way. It
Mhm.
was that masculine generation of, like, men, oh, you don't cry, you don't do this, you don't, you know what I'm saying? And that stuff, especially with black men, that affects them. That stuff is anxiety whenever you're walking around with a target on your back.
Yeah, that's true.
you know, or you already know that when you're in the pot, you already know your chances is slim to none next to the guy next to you who's not black.
Right.
So they don't understand that anxiety that goes on with, they just think, oh, you should just work and do this. It's not that simple whenever you can work a job for 10 years and go nowhere because your white buddy got a hookup, that you work with next side to side. He got a hookup who put him in that job, and they're going to promote him and get him to where they want him to be at. And they know they're going to keep you where you're at.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cajun King said, I don't know if y'all can see this when it come on the screen. Cajun King said, "We are not okay."
And that's okay. It's okay to communicate that you're not okay.
I have a good friend. I was going through something a couple days ago, and I just called him. Like I call him here and there, and I just pick up the phone. Hey, I'm not doing all right, but I'm okay. Just had to get that out.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I
You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying?
I like that.
Simple as that. And even when he goes through things, hey man, this going on. I'm straight, but this going on. I'm like, all right, cool,
Yeah.
bro. If you need something, hit me up. And he'll be like, hey, if you need something, hit me up. You want to come over here, hit me up. Usually he's like, I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm just like, hey man, just let me deal with this. Let me just chill, go to bed or something, and then I'll be good. But I've had a panic attack one time at work, and I was just like, I don't know what this is. It's like I just got to get out of here. I couldn't
Yeah.
focus. I couldn't type my hands in the work. I was like, I got to get out of here. But let's talk about, and we can wrap it up after this, because we've been going on an hour. Uh,
Okay.
Not necessarily saying you were canceling someone, but cancel culture.
Okay.
And why are we so, not we, but why are people so quick to jump to get them out of here? One thing is just like they gotta go. You said what they did this to you? Yeah, they gotta go. But it's like with the situation that me and you went through last week, it was just like I'd seen it, and I wasn't even on social media like that. I had been off for like a minute. I just got on, and I was like, "What's this?" I read it. I'm sitting there like, "Oh, you bitch!" Nah, but I took it as into because there's men and women who work there, but
Hmm.
when he described what he described, it's a warehouse atmosphere.
Uh-huh.
I just thought maybe it was maybe a bad joke, inappropriate joke, and I mean there is rules in place where you can't do things like that. Like I work in a corporate environment. I work in an office building. I before COVID, I worked in the office building, and you be having some conversations you shouldn't be having. You be talking
Yeah.
about a joke that shouldn't be had, and then sometimes it's like I got pulled into a room because of a conversation that I had with another coworker, and then another coworker who was like the model employee, and they got pulled in with us because they engaged in the conversation. But the conversation was we were talking about football, and the team from back home came and played UTSA,
Hmm.
and the guy we were talking like, yeah, man, they got whoop. I think the score was like 70-0. I'm exaggerating, but I know it was 50-0. I know
Hmm.
that. And he's like, yeah, man, they got teabagged. He said the word teabag. And somebody went to our supervisor and said, so and so said this, Ken is engaged in it, and this other person's engaged in it. And so our supervisor knows us. Like
Uh-huh.
we were a very tight team. We talk about everything. If somebody's going through something, if anything, we talk about it. And he pulled us in a room. He was like, he didn't glass over it, but he was just like, hey, this was brought to my attention. You guys did this. Hey, these people don't like this. They're like that. So if you're gonna have a conversation like that, do it on maybe a break if you could be at a table, but don't do it on the floor. And it was just like that. But I'm gonna pull up the text that I have and what transpired. So this is a post from an employee of a place that I do business with.
Okay.
What the hell is it at? Now I'm gonna be upset if it's gone.
Oh no! Don't let it be gone.
Right. Now I don't know how to work my phone. Oh, did I share? No, I didn't. I put it here. Let's go here. Go here. And here it is. Not gonna say who said it. It was one. It was in a crawfish group here in San Antonio.
It's fine.
And he goes, "So my I'm gonna say the company's name too. So my
Okay.
recent so my recent company, Groomer Seafood in San Antonio, I was working there. I was working with were all races and talk dirty and sexual to others. And I complained about the pay and and work work they make the workers do. Wait, wait. He got me like I can't read. Hold
I
on.
think I think what he was trying to say that it was unfair work environment with that sentence. I trust me. I reread it again. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
what
yeah,
you're saying is
yeah,
fair
yeah.
work
And
environment.
King, I screenshotted and hit old boy up and told and showed him about it, and he the one took it down. He said I should have kept it up, but he took it down. But you know that's his one. But he goes talk dirty and sexually to others, and I complained about the pay and work they make the workers do with very little pay, and I was let go without warning for talking shit when all they did was say racist things about their employees and talk shit to me as well. But I took it as a joke because I figured it's all funny. But when I did it, I'm talking shit. The bosses are all white also. Guess they don't like when Hispanics speak up. Oh, and if you're a customer of color, don't worry, you are talked bad about also.
Wow.
I was the first comment on there. I said LOL. I said LOL. Now I didn't screenshot the whole thread when me and you had we didn't have a back and
Yeah.
forth, but we were talking to each other. But you said you was like, what they doing it over there? I'm going to Google.
I say yeah. Let's Google that. Yeah. Let's Google that.
Oh, you say let's Google that? I thought you said you were gonna like write a review on Google.
I think more so. I should have gave more of an explanation because I'm bad with that. I was like, let's Google that, or you should Google this, or something like that. Something leave that review should have been left on Google.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to apologize to you because I thought you. That's why I was saying don't be so knee jerk because I thought you were saying you were about to post this on Google. I thought that's what you were saying.
I think honestly, I probably would have if I was in that mood. But I'll tell you why, and then we can talk.
Okay.
I feel like if they are being sexist and racist in an unfair environment, when you put that stuff on Google, who gets that?
The Better Business Bureau.
No, the management get
Mm,
that. So they can either combat that and say, well, this is why this situation happened, or we can
right.
investigate and we can note our findings.
Right.
Now, honestly, me personally, and especially now the age I am, I wouldn't have posted that type of situation in a Facebook
Right. And
because that's what he was.
that's the person's Facebook group. He was that's the
Mhm,
person who created that group
mhm.
is who he was talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for me, it was now that I know that backstory, it was more so of a attention type deal. But
Hmm.
for me, I was serious about that. I would have put that on Google to let them know what's going on in this
Hmm.
business.
Hmm.
Because the business owner is either going to combat that and say, well, this is what's going on and this is why you got terminated.
Right.
And or they're going to investigate and see what's really going on. Now,
Right.
I don't know this guy
Right.
per se, but we have to look at things like that. Yeah, he's saying these things and we're laughing and stuff off, but we have to be mindful of who we're giving our dollars to at
Right.
the end of the because I know a lot of businesses, a lot, especially white businesses, they take our money and they don't like us.
Right.
We patron in these places. They really don't want to be bothered with us, and they take our money. It's just like that movie with James Earl Jones. Is really old, and he talked about where they take our money, but they don't even want to touch us. Type
James
deal.
Vernon story.
I think so. Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
We that's why I know we get frustrated with dealing with our community, but that's why we don't have generational wealth, because we're taking our dollar and we're putting it into their community, into Asian communities. We're
Right.
putting it into like anything non-black. Black people think they're supported first. That's why
Right.
we are always don't have a seat at the table.
Yeah. But
You know,
but
go ahead.
go ahead. Do you know? Say you. Say what you say.
No. So I'm not. I understand where you're coming from. That guy had issues prior to this situation, but something like that, we have to be mindful. If he's saying it, always keep that in the back of the mind that that could be true.
Or a flat out lie.
I understand. I
Or it could
understand.
be a flat out lie because I do business with the person who made the group. I do business with the we're cordial. We communicate outside of doing business. He's helped me a lot, and with no for no cost. Sometimes he's helped me a lot. And when he like I was just had to step back and analyze what he said. He goes, all the management is white. Groomers is a family business.
Okay.
They're white. So that is like we're all business owners, black business owners, and we want to be black owned and operated. If someone from somewhere else came and goes, or just say we hire somebody Mexican or white, and they go, yeah, they did this and they did that, and they fired me, and oh, by the way, everyone there is black and they're racist. You know what I'm saying? That's just like
Okay.
that.
So
That doesn't even go together. When he said it, I'm
okay.
like, because here's the thing: they're a big business, but they're also a small business. But they're the only business that's doing what they're
So
doing on. There's Vietnamese seafood markets here, but I don't think there's any other American markets here.
I understand where you're coming from. I do, but you have to look at that small business, white owned. So look at that business. How much black management do they have in that business?
There's a lot of Asian, there's a lot of Hispanic. I saw a black girl that worked there, but I never. I'm telling, they're so busy. I don't see nobody talking to each other.
I
I
I
really
didn't
don't.
say that. I said look at the diversity. What kind of diversity in their management? Not people that work for them. Their management.
I know Blake is half Mexican, but no. But what I'm saying is this: when they're small businesses and us, I don't see me hiring anybody white.
I would hire somebody white.
I'm saying I don't for what I do, I don't see me doing it. And then for what I do, I don't need unless I had like a true restaurant, then that's when diversity comes in. But I think I'm saying it in their situation is that
Why not?
they started small and it's nepotism. They're all related.
Okay. But go
If you don't
back.
if you don't if you don't need another outside manager, that's just not gonna happen.
But it doesn't matter what kind of diversity they have in that business.
Black, white, Mexican, and Asian.
Not working for them, management.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. it's family. All the families in management. There's the dad, there's the son. They're it's brothers, and they're in business together.
I understand what you're saying, but you have to. If, like I said, he
Somebody
can be
got
a flat
something.
out guy.
I can hear myself. Somebody got. They need to mute something. Why can I hear myself?
It's the echo.
The echo.
No, everybody's frozen. Well, I'm frozen.
Yeah, we were just saying. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. It could be a lie. He could be lying. But don't. I'm not going to be quick to discount somebody if they're telling you that the work environment is unfair and is like. I'm always going to keep my eyes and ears open. Always.
Right, but what I'm saying is that. All right, so me and the person at the post had a conversation. I said, "Hey, what's going on?" I said, "Did you see it?" He goes, "You see it?" And I go, "I know that guy. He loaded me before." And he was like, "Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from, but we've helped that guy so much. He was going through something with this girl. His business. I don't care. He can fight. He was going through something with his people, and they allowed him to bring his daughter to work so he could, keep his check. He had lost his place, truck broke down. The owner opened his house to him and let him stay there, and they just helped him handle it.
And he bit him.
Right. And so that's what I did in life. Once I got that, I was like, wow. You bend over backwards for someone, and they try to label you as a racist. Now, the majority of the workers that work, even the people that work in the back cold fish, are men. It's a warehouse mentality. I know they talking reckless back there.
Yeah, I know that.
That is like a locker room back there, which is not an excuse. But when you think you're among your peers, you just let them fly. I don't think nobody in there saying N-word or saying wetback or not doing that. And from what I heard was he came into the office being disrespectful to a woman, talking to her crazy. And the guy who the post is for told him, "Get out of my office." And he told the guy, he said, "You're really cute when you're mad. Like you said, men are sensitive." And he goes, "Yeah, man, you're done. I didn't fire you. I asked you to get out of my office. Go back to work." And you wouldn't leave out my office. That is manipulation. That is an act of aggression. You don't know what he's gonna do. I just didn't like the fact that he tried to put the narrative that they were racist and talking about customer. I'm a customer. And we do great business. And then one of the ladies had got there too, who I know who works in that office, and she was like, Blake didn't say anything about none of that.
And that's why I read that. I read that.
You know what I'm saying? Because she knew on the side.
Yeah, she broke it down. She was, they've been great people to you, and I did read that. And it does suck. That does suck that you have that one employee that's trying to ruin your whole business because they didn't get their way. But for me, if somebody say that they had a racist, sexist type episode in this environment, I'm always going to keep my eyes and ears open to that place.
Right.
And it's unfortunately that they may not even be like that.
Right. But I was like, as being a business owner, anybody can say anything about you, and it can be untrue, and people just run with it. Like people will say things to me about people, your business owner. That ain't none of my business. They ain't never done nothing to me. That ain't none of my business.
I think for like petty stuff for me, like if the food wasn't good, oh the owner's not nice, or that's something I don't need to. Like I look at reviews, I look at a consistent review. That's what I read. Like, okay, is
Right.
this if they have this problem, it's true. Not everybody's not gonna tell the same lie. But I'll say this. I'm sorry the echo's messing me up.
Mhm.
But people are going to talk. They're going to talk about you. They're going to say something. It may not be in a positive light. It's you always got to remember you're always going to have those group of people that's going to mess with you regardless. That's going to buy from you. That's going to support you. That's going to review you. That's just going to just help your business.
I can hear you. I can still hear you though.
Yeah. So I know it's tough out there being a business owner. It is. But you just gotta remember, love the support you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the way you because it was just like I mean, like the people who know, and it's the people who don't know will take it. It could have been a whole thing, and I'm sitting there like behind the people that you know,
It's
the
always
people,
them.
the people that I mean, like I said, if they were racist, they wouldn't sell me something and then buy it back. You know what I'm saying? They have crawfish out there who is affiliated with them. That's the uncle's friend. They buy from him, but he'll be right out there, and I'm like, "Could you do this for us?" And buy it back, and try to tip me and give me extra money. I'm like, "Hey man, you gave me a little extra. Hey, I don't want no extra from you. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it. Let's keep it G. You know what I'm saying? So that's my as a black person who shops here. I've always had a pleasant experience. No one's looking at me crazy. I never. You go to places and you know when it's just like, oh, they ain't fucking with us here. I get sick every time I walk in. I got sick white people. Hey, you need help with anything? You need help? You need some help? You looking for Blake? You looking for Blake? You know what I'm saying? I've always had pleasant experiences.
But they don't they don't do right.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the lie is more entertaining than the truth.
Okay.
Now I don't know what they do about it. I don't know what they do when I'm away. I have never experienced anything like that. I've seen black people in there, and they've never had. I've seen Mexican, white customers. I haven't seen no one. I'll say this: when I walk in there, it's kind of like, "Hey, Mr. BR Crawford is here. Make sure we pitch straight. Don't give him that one. Give him that one. Give him the freshest one." You're like, "Where you get that at? That no, go back there and do this for him."
But look at all the money you bring them.
I can say that I don't bring the percent. My money is not what they get daily from
Doesn't
customers.
matter.
I'm just a wholesale business getting one thing. I'm not breaking the bank. If every boiler buying from them, they'll be fine.
But look, you see, you're not looking at it in a business perspective. yeah, you may be buying that one thing that doesn't really affect them, but you're that long term customer that's going to bring more business. So you're gonna always take care of somebody. You're gonna take somebody to do business with you if
All
you're a
right,
smart business.
I'll say this: the person who I buy from, I know where he gets it from. I know what he gets it for, and I know what he sells it to me for. He's not making no money from it. None. He's taking L for us. I know what he gets it for. I know what he sells it to me for. He might make a quarter per pound off of me. When he could be making $2 and $3 off me. But I know he's not making no money.
Okay.
He's doing it because he loves it, he likes the community, he likes this is what he does it for. And he's not my best friend. We're cool. So I'm not taking up for him because he's my friend. We don't hang out outside of that. We communicate, but it's just like if somebody says something about Daniel, I don't care if it's true. Hey man, what did you do? Because I know her. No, like you have a feeling about your business. I'm like, what did you do? Because I know her.
You're just loyal. That's all it is. You're loyal.
That's it. But that's with anybody. It's just like, but he just came out of the blue in the middle of the night in a group. And I'm sitting like, where are you coming from?
I think personally, if I was the admin of that group, I wouldn't even let that post hit the group. That's just me. Especially if you know he's talking about you. You know he's lying. Don't you let that post hit the group.
I guess it's I mean, it's not that big. He doesn't even have the biggest crowd. He has about 800 people and 3 groups, and everybody's in the same group. But I just didn't like it. Even to where I even told him like, y'all gonna give him another chance. You know, he's going through some things. Y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Probably not. He always not like that.
I could probably 9 times out of 10, if dude come back and apologize, they'll give him his job. I think they will. That's just the type of people that they are. I see the people who work there. Those people may not be able to get the job anywhere else. I don't know. And then I'm gonna say, I had an employee. He texted me one day and told me he wanted a raise, but he went about it the wrong way. First thing he did wrong was he said he wanted to eat like me. I say, you don't put no money out, so you like me. And I'm already overpaying you for what you do. So then I go and say, how much do you think you're gonna make? Because what he sees is when people cash, and he knows what I sell it for, so he's doing the math in the head. He sent me a screenshot of his calculator. It was like, you probably made this much. I say, you probably need to go find another job. You're an expense to me. You're an expense. And you told me you wanted to eat like me. But he didn't even understand that I was grooming him to take over the reins. If he would have came to me and said, hey, I want to buy a sack of crawfish and sell it. This your day, bro. You bought everything. This your day. We were in talks with doing that for him, but somebody got in his ear on the side and said you should be making more. I was paying this guy $40 to $50 to put crawfish in a bag and clean up. I did everything else.
What I say, people don't understand how business works.
But what if he would have got on there and said, if you ever go work for him, he's gonna underpay you and overwork you. I paid you $50 for 45 minutes.
You can't do nothing about that.
But what I'm telling you is, say he just made a post and said, I'm this, I'm that. I don't do this. I talk about this. Don't go there. Let's just say he was white when he said that shit. Ken's a racist.
Okay.
He slaves over. He got me doing everything. He just sit back, collect money, and pay me pennies. But that's a flat out lie. But people see that.
But okay, so you remember Paula Dean?
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Paula Dean?
Fuck Paula Dean.
But see, it was another white lady that bought her down.
She got PR. She had a great following. We counted her for maybe 3 months when she was back. Rachel Ray got a dog food from the dog. Dog food on the shelf.
The point of the story is that it be the motherfucker that's next to you. They'd be the first one to bring you down. It don't matter. You can get, and that's just in friendships and personal. You can give somebody your whole back, and then still give you their ass a kiss. I had that happen to me so many times that I don't even care when it happens. I just had a business relationship that she took me straight to Facebook Live and said my name and said 10 lies. The only thing I can just say, I'm sorry she feel like that, and move about my day.
I had another homie. She had a business, and she was a detailing business. She took pictures. Now we ignorant when it comes to paying somebody with a nasty car. And one of the pictures, he didn't look at the surroundings, and the lady was in the back of another picture. He wasn't trying to take her picture. She just happened to be in the back. You could clearly see she was taking a picture of her work before and after. And people started attacking her. She was just like, oh, there's some professionals who give her permission to post those pictures. He gave her permission to post the pictures of the car. She happened to be in it in accident and tried to end it. Like, come on.
And you know what? And honestly, don't take no fucking pictures of anything of mine. I have a little chick that come and clean my house.
But no, she asked.
I said no.
But no, she asked, and the lady said yes.
Take pictures of somebody else's house, not mine. Problem solved.
It was really hard, but I really want to apologize to you because I thought you was going a different way. But no, I misread it, and I apologize.
No, that's fine. That's what I think we're losing so much of now is open conversation, open dialogue, to sit down and talk to people. And I think that's why I did it, because I want you guys, it's okay to have differences.
Right.
We really with the cancel culture, we really walk away from that where we want everybody to think identical. And that's not fair.
Right.
We can respect each other and respect meetings and we can stand and have opinions, but at the end of the day, we still are mankind, humankind. We have to be able to understand we're going to agree to disagree on some things. It shouldn't be a gap or fighting people or arguing people just because they don't believe what you believe.
Right.
And I think we lost that. Tanya,
Yeah.
what you think? You quiet.
I know. I'm just listening to y'all. Like,
But no, man. But we've been on shit, going on an hour and a half. We're gonna have you on again real soon. Just something real quick. Like I said, I want to apologize.
No,
I
you're
thought you
fine.
left. But this has been another episode of Black Business Talk. But now, tell everybody what you do, where you at, how you do it.
Okay, so I'm known, Lanisha. I'm the owner of Gnomes Catering. Please like me on Facebook. I'm a Southern millennial that is everybody's favorite from scratch. I do soul food, which is good. Y'all need to come to my pop-ups and buy plates. I do brunches and I do appetizers, and I have a pasta. If you're economical for your event, hit me up.
For sure. I'm gonna hit you up. I want to try some of your food.
all right.
Wait, hold on. And then I'm part of an LLC called the Chef Collab. We have a baker and three other chefs. And we have to go Wednesdays every Wednesday and come get a plate. We're at Alamo Kitchens, 11825 West Avenue, San Antonio.
Oh, you're on the west side, northwest side.
I think it's more to me. I feel like Central.
Oh,
San
you on that
Antonio.
side? Oh, you on that side of west?
Yes.
I thought you were in the hood.
I'm trying to get the. What is expensive?
Right. But Fabulous Treats, what you got going on and what's coming up next for you?
Basically, I was going to do this pop-up shop, but I'm going to end up doing my own pop-up shop event. So I'm going to be looking for probably about 4 other vendors to do it with me. I'm just trying to get the venue locked in so I can disclose further details. So if you are interested or know any other Black businesses that are interested in this pop-up shop, let me know.
For sure.
I would definitely want to get the information on that.
Okay, that's cool. I'm shooting for a date in June, but if we have to do a later date, then yeah. But I wanted to do a date in June, and I want it to be a Saturday, like Saturday afternoon, like 2:00-ish to like 6 or something like that.
Okay.
Do it. I gotta be. It depends on my season. We're going in the playoffs, so Saturdays are stressful. So, but it used to be our crawfish. I brought crawfish in San Antonio. You can Google me, Mr. BR Crawfish. It'll pop up on Google. And I'll be boiling again soon. I'm taking a little break, but I want to thank Mom's Catering for coming in and stopping by. Again. But we out.
Bye.
Peace.